Now recently, on 10th of November 2022, the Jubilee Party, which is actually an affiliate party of the Azimio La Umoja Alliance, was threatening to quit the Azimio coalition. So the members of the National Assembly who are allied to the Jubilee Party gave some of the reasons as to why they were planning to do that. And point number one, it is because of the PSC position, or the Public Service Commission position. You know, the Azimio La Umoja had 3 positions and they settled on one. Oburu Odinga. Oburu Odinga is the brother of Raila Odinga. And sometimes I just sit down and I wonder about this guy, Oburu Odinga. You know, it is quite weird that at his old age, he is still very angry for power and leadership. I remember he wanted to be nominated as the member of the East African Legislative Assembly, the EALA position. I still remember also he wanted to be appointed as a special committee. He has now been appointed to the PSC position. You know, and he is actually a threat to the ODM as a party, because he is demanding also some positions there, some leadership positions there. And I wonder, why can't he, allow other leaders, small or young leaders, to take over these positions? It is very, very weird. So, the second point, the Azimio La Umoja settled on this lady called Mishi Mboko. Mishi Mboko is the member of the National Assembly in Mombasa County, and also they settled on Professor Makau Mutua. And you can clearly tell from that list of 3 people, they belong to the ODM as a party. They don't belong to any other party. And remember that the Azimio La Umoja Alliance is made up of several parties. So it is actually, or Raila Amolo Odinga became very mean by not, appointing leaders from other parties. So the Jubilee Party was demanding at least 1 position out of the 3 positions. They were demanding that. The second point as to why the Jubilee Party was planning to quit the Azimio La Umoja Alliance, it is because of they were protesting the removal of the Isiolo County Senator by the name Fatuma Dulo. You know, Fatuma Dulo is actually the minority leader in the Senate, or the minority whip in the Senate. So her removal, or when her name was removed from the PSC position list, or that list, and it was replaced with the Nyamira County Senator by the name Okomo Omogeni, if I'm not wrong with that name. So they were actually protesting that move by Raila Amolo Odinga of removing her and replacing her with another person. And the third point is because the Jubilee Party wanted to quit the Azimio La Umoja simply because they are fed up, and that is why they are having several PG meetings so that they can discuss their way forward after they quit the Azimio La Umoja Alliance. But the question is, could they be planning to join the government, or to join the Kenya Kwanza government, simply because the Jubilee Party leader, the retired President Uhuru Kenyatta, has already joined hands with the current President Dr. William Samoei Ruto in government, and he is working very closely with Dr. William Samoei Ruto. So could that be the reason as to why they want to quit the Azimio La Umoja, so that they can join the government? That is a story for another day. But ladies and gentlemen, in these recent incidences by Raila Amolo Odinga, you can clearly tell that Raila Odinga is on a mission to kick out the Jubilee Party out of the Azimio La Umoja Alliance. That is why he is very much frustrating Uhuru Kenyatta, the Jubilee Party leader, and together with his allies. But why would somebody like Raila Amolo Odinga go ahead and frustrate the Jubilee Party and frustrate Uhuru Kenyatta? So in my considered opinion, ladies and gentlemen, the first point is, it is because Uhuru Kenyatta, the Jubilee Party leaders, move to working with the Kenya Kwanza Alliance or working with the government. Right now, as we speak, it is no longer a secret, ladies and gentlemen, that Uhuru Kenyatta, the retired president, is clearly working with Dr. William Ruto. And I'm saying this simply because, one, Uhuru Kenyatta accepted the appointment by Dr. William Ruto as the regional envoy of the entire Horn of Africa. And he has been actively participating in that role recently. He has accomplished several missions that he has been assigned by the President, Dr. William Ruto. And the second reason as to why I say and I believe that Uhuru Kenyatta is closely working with Dr. William Ruto is because he is no longer associating with the opposition side or with the Azimio La Umoja Alliance. When was the last time Uhuru Kenyatta associated himself with the Azimio La Umoja? I can't even remember. So I think because of that, that is why Raila Amolo Odinga became very bitter and very angry and decided, to frustrate Uhuru Kenyatta together with his allies. The second point why Raila Odinga is frustrating the Jubilee Party allies is because of the Jubilee Party's inactive role in the opposition side. Sorry for that. You can clearly tell that the only people who are actively participating in the opposition side is none other than Honorable Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka of the Wiper Party, together with Raila Amolo Odinga. Other leaders from other parties, including Gideon Moi of KANU and other affiliated parties of the Azimio La Umoja, are no longer actively participating in the opposition side, in the opposition role to oversight the government, to participate in the opposition side. So Jubilee becoming that dormant. That is why Raila Odinga is saying, there's no need of the Jubilee Party being affiliated to the Azimio La Umoja. And remember that Jubilee Party in the Azimio La Umoja is the second largest party after the ODM party in the Azimio La Umoja Alliance. So at that point, it is because maybe it could be the beginning of the fallout in the Azimio La Umoja Alliance. In my personal consideration, ladies and gentlemen, in 2 years' time, or before we head to the 2027 general election, I personally believe that the Azimio La Umoja Alliance will be no longer existing. Simply because of, politics is all about interest. And majority of leaders of the Azimio La Umoja Alliance, others will join the government, others will quit politics, others will be working for the people who elected them, and Azimio La Umoja will be, I personally believe that this is just the beginning. We should expect to see more fallout among the Azimio La Umoja parties. And at that point, I personally believe it is because of, the interest, the political interest, which has expired between the Jubilee Party and the Azimio La Umoja Alliance coalition. I personally believe that the main reason as to why the Jubilee Party entered into a coalition with the Azimio La Umoja, the main mission was, or the main interest was, to make Raila Amolo Odinga to become the president. Now that Raila Amolo Odinga failed to become the president of the Republic of Kenya, that interest has already expired, unless they renew another interest. Politics is all about interest. So that is what I personally believe, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what you think. Let me hear your thoughts on the comment section below. I don't have much to say, but please support me by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend my channel to reach out to other people and to my subscribers also. Thank you so much for being involved on this YouTube channel. Let me hear your thoughts on the comment section below. Thank you so much and see you in the next video. Thank you.